How are you? How are you? Always
Ciao
with many
Fabri, all
news,
good, all good.
always here
Yeah.
together on the channel, always with all the updates. As we told you guys, these weeks, these months, we will be live a lot here on the channel to keep you updated, to give you all the latest. And I wanted to start. With the news, with the transfer update, it's about the talent for Bayern because it's an exclusive news from this afternoon. I think now you will see this reported also on German media because the news is 100% confirmed. And it's a talent called Matteo Maric, a 16-year-old from Red Bull Salzburg, one of the best talents in the academy of Red Bull Salzburg, also wanted by English and other German clubs keen on the boy. He's about to join FC Bayern because the agreement is underway. It's not a done deal yet, but Bayern are pushing to close as soon as possible. It's quite advanced, and so save this name, Matteo Maric, as a new talent that Bayern want to add to their academy, to their campus, as they call it in Germany. And so Bayern always active on talents for the future.
Switching to more experienced players, also please send all the questions here in the chat on YouTube. We will try to answer as many as possible, but there was a big confirmation today of a story that you also mentioned over the last days here as well on YouTube, and that's about Vitinha and the Real Madrid rumor. So what did he say and why that's important?
I think it's important because we are about to experience a crazy summer in terms of rumors. I mean, for Real Madrid, there is going to be plenty of rumors because, of course, so far, it's still long season, but so far for Real Madrid has been not at Real Madrid level, let's say like this, with the manager fired, with difficult situations. And so when there is this kind of situation at a top club like Real Madrid, there is always a lot of rumors. And it's very clear, I think, to anyone that Real Madrid need to add players in midfield. So I can tell you that Real Madrid, in terms of midfielders, will be active in the summer transfer window and are exploring possibilities. We will talk again about Rodri, and let's see what Rodri will decide between signing a new contract at Man City or considering other options. So there is going to be plenty of stories and plenty of rumors. But Vitinha was one of the most linked players to Real Madrid in the recent weeks. Almost every month we had this rumor of Real Madrid going for Vitinha. Real Madrid want Vitinha. Vitinha want Real Madrid. We heard several things. I came here on the channel several times to tell you this is not a concrete possibility. There is really nothing into it apart from the appreciation, which is really obvious for a top player like Vitinha. If he's not the best in the world, he's among the top 3, 4, 5, then it's personal, but for sure one of the best players in the world in his position, and not only. And so obviously Real Madrid appreciates Vitinha. But today the player went public and said it would be stupid of me to leave Paris Saint-Germain at this stage. It's a fantastic project. I feel very good with the manager. So the feeling between Vitinha and PSG is excellent. Don't forget that PSG, and especially the director Luis Campos, trusted Vitinha when he was not in the best moment of his career. So Vitinha became Vitinha also thanks to Paris Saint-Germain and obviously thanks to his efforts. So he's not planning to change, and Vitinha today closed doors to a summer move in general and in specific also to Real Madrid.
So looking here at the chat, I see a lot of questions, for example, on Arsenal, on Tonali, but we spoke also about that in the last days. So also at the EMI, we spoke about it yesterday, so please go back and watch the videos because we will tell as much as players as possible. So today we switch to other topics, and the question was about Schlotterbeck and Real Madrid, Fabri. So that's another rumor that came up in the last days. So what's your position on this matter and what do you know about it?
Yeah, that's also a story I was reporting here on the channel a few days ago. I told you and I confirmed that Real Madrid sent their people to follow closely the performances of Nico Schlotterbeck, not just in the recent months, but also in the recent days and weeks. Real Madrid people were in attendance for the game between Borussia Dortmund and Bayern to follow the progress of Nico Schlotterbeck. That was my news a few days ago, and I can confirm that. Real Madrid don't need to check on Schlotterbeck as a player. He's a top center back. We know that. So you don't need to do the traditional scouting with him. But to see the player under pressure, big game, Borussia Dortmund, Bayern, to see how he behaves at this sort of stage is something important. So Real Madrid are monitoring the boy. And the boy is aware of Real Madrid interest, and the boy knows that this is a possibility for the summer. I see Real Madrid active for the defenders and eventually for midfielders in the summer. So Schlotterbeck is aware of the situation. Now depends also on him, because he's out of contract in summer 2027. So he has to decide whether signing a new contract at Borussia Dortmund or not extending probably means that he can consider opportunities in the summer transfer window. So for Real Madrid, he's an option, yes. He's one of the names being monitored, yes. But at the moment, there is still nothing advanced in terms of bid negotiations. So it's not time to put Schlotterbeck in a Real Madrid shirt at this stage, but it's time to say that Real Madrid keep monitoring the player, and for sure they are interested in this situation, as I said here on the channel a few days ago.
Let's switch to Manchester United now, because regardless what will happen...
Just a quick one I see in the chat.
Yes.
Then we go on Man United,
yes, go
because
ahead.
I wanted to clarify on this. James is asking about Allegri as new coach of Real Madrid. I saw many questions about this, and with maximum respect for the Italian press reporting, I'm not aware of anything really advanced between Allegri and Real Madrid. There is nothing really into it. Allegri is fully focused on AC Milan. Allegri was very close to becoming a new Real Madrid manager, but it was a few years ago. If I remember well, it was 2021, probably summer 2021. It was almost agreed, and then it collapsed at the final stages, but that's a story from a few years ago. Now, at present, Allegri fully focused on AC Milan, and Real Madrid have not made any decision on the new coach yet.
Going to another managerial situation that will be discussed in the next weeks, that's Manchester United, of course. Regardless what will happen with Man United, they will make a lot of decisions in the summer, because they also have some loanees out. What's the feeling at Man United about two of the best players that are playing outside of the club right now? I'm talking about Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Højlund. So what's the feeling at Man United about their situations?
Yeah, basically Man United count on technically 80 million euros income from these two players, because for Rasmus Højlund, Napoli already paid the 6 million euros loan fee, and Napoli are fully expected to pay 44 million euros as option to buy clothes in the summer. So Napoli are very happy with Højlund. Højlund is very happy at Napoli, and the expectation is for Højlund and Napoli to continue together. So if nothing crazy happens, Man United can count on 50 million euros total package between loan fee and permanent transfer fee for Rasmus Højlund, and then 30 millions from Marcus Rashford, because at the end Manchester United believe that Barcelona will be able to make the deal permanent for Marcus Rashford. They are still talking club to club, and it will take some time financially for Barcelona in order to progress on official and concrete way club to club. But with the agents of Marcus Rashford, there is already an agreement. Barcelona Rashford, he's ready to stay at Barca. Barca want him to stay, so now it's basically on the two clubs. We know there are elections now at Barcelona, so it's going to take some time. But remember, for Man United, Højlund could be 50, and then Rashford could be 30, so 80 million euros potentially, which could be important budget for United.
And then Liverpool, Fabri, we close one with Liverpool, because a lot of Liverpool fans are asking about Michael Olise situation. Is that something that we need to look at for the summer or not?
Look, on this one, I know now for Liverpool, I think it's going to be a busy summer at wingers. It's very clear that Liverpool need to reinforce their wingers. The situation with Mo Salah, Cody Gakpo, I think in general, Liverpool need to add something fresh in that position, and I will come back here on the channel very soon to tell you more. But at the moment, on this Michael Olise, is the similar situation to Vitinha at Real Madrid. You can appreciate the player. Olise is one of the best in the world in his position, but Bayern have no intention at all to let Olise go. Bayern are very happy with Olise. Bayern don't even want to negotiate. So Liverpool appreciate Olise, yes, for sure, but who doesn't appreciate Olise? It's similar to Vitinha. At the moment, that's the story. Bayern are very happy with the boy. There is no release clause into his contract now, and so at the moment the situation remains under control for Bayern, and I think the realistic targets for Liverpool will be others.
Okay, Fabrizio, I don't know if you see other questions, topics in the chat, but otherwise we can close it for today.
I wanted just to say that in the next days I saw many questions on Elliot Anderson. I will tell you more on this situation. So we will add something on Elliot Anderson, and something about other clubs. So we will be busy here on the channel. I know it's March, but it's already starting to prepare the market. So get ready here on the channel.
It's World Cup year. So we know that during the World Cup there is always, transfer window before, after, so it's many things will happen in the coming weeks. So thank you, Fabri.